Well, hello and welcome to Wyzetta Woodworking. My name is Kyle Swenson and I teach all the woods classes here at Wyzetta. And I wanted to introduce you to Woods 1. I got a few slides I'd like to share with you that hopefully explain a little bit about this class and hopefully get your student interested in taking a woods class. Um, we often post things on Twitter. So if you really want a great view of what our shop looks like and some of the projects that leave here, WHS Chop Saw is their Twitter handle. And it's a nice place because you're not coming into the school to see what the shop looks like. It's just a nice place for you to see what it looks like in here, what some of the students are up to, what some of the activity is, so that you can see, is this a good spot for my student? I will say the projects that come out of here are amazing. The equipment that we have, I don't think there's a better equipped shop in the state with the CNC equipment that we have, the computer design that we do, and then all just the beautiful woodworking tools that we have that really hit that precision. Just great class for students who are interested in engineering, architecture, any building trades, or just want to learn some skills that they'll use the rest of their life. This is a great place for them. I like to show this slide. I'm not going to dwell here long, but what this shows is that our labor market is changing, that there is a huge need for people in skilled trades. All of the red careers require 4-year degrees or higher, and all of the black and blue require technical college. And so we see in the last 10 years that technical college type degrees or less has been growing extremely fast in the state. But I don't want to paint the picture that woods is only for students that aren't going into 4-year college. There are some wonderful majors like construction management that relate very well to what we do in class. But we start talking a lot about, hey, if I like this, what are some careers that are related to it? And we use this Trades Hub website for it, and they do phenomenal presentations, different videos we watch, different things we engage with that just show students, what does it look like if I become a carpenter? What does a day in the life of a carpenter look like? Or an HVAC technician? Or what does a day in the life look like of someone who's operating a CNC? So it's kind of like virtual field trips that we take, and we usually start class, they're about 2-3 minutes long, that just take a student out to the job field so they can see what it is that they'd get themselves into if they were going into a career. I look at all of this through the lens of industry. I came from industry. I worked for several years for a company called Boyd's Custom Cabinets, and most of what I teach in class is what I've learned there as far as how things are manufactured. And we talk about everything, especially when we start getting into the upper level woods classes. We start talking through how to run this as a business, how do we figure costs and labor and all that stuff. And I still run a cabinet shop myself. So I live in the woodworking field still. Want to just talk through goals in woods classes, and my first goal is kind of crazy, but it's to have fun. All the research and education says that if students enjoy their experience in class, that they're going to learn more, they're going to retain it longer, and they're going to want to come back for more. So I want them to have a good experience. I want them to understand manufacturing. I realize I'm not making classfuls of cabinet makers, so I want them students to realize that what they're learning here translates everywhere. Anything in manufacturing and engineering is going to be related here, whether it's the design part, we do something to raw materials and we make it more valuable. No matter what we're building, that is something that they can take with them. We want them to understand that there's a lot of careers in skilled trades. We teach what soft skills are. Those are really important. Coming on time. Let's not swear during class. Let's engage with what we're doing. Those are scenarios we talk through. And we're going to learn that it's okay to make mistakes because we're all going to do it. So we're going to learn woodworking tools and equipment, how to do it safely. We're going to learn some design concepts. We're going to learn a little bit about CNC. Now in Woods 1, students have the opportunity to use our CNC robot if they want to cut out their pieces, or they can do it themselves with the traditional machines. Problem solving, decision making, time management, and you're going to build 2 projects with us. Those projects are going to be some sort of cutting board, which you'll see a couple pictures of, and then a bookshelf nightstand for you. So here's some examples of cutting boards that people have made in the past. We also do a hat rack, but we're kind of phasing that out, so more on the cutting board side of things. Just some expectations, respect, no earbuds, be to class on time, realize that I'm not perfect. There's a picture of a finished nightstand, and that changes a little bit. Like sometimes during this last pandemic, we've turned it into a bookshelf, so there's not a door and drawer, but there's adjustable shelves. Kind of depends. And there's also time for extra credit. So these students were able to make an Adirondack chair, and I'm not saying you're going to get to do this, but you'll have that opportunity. I think grading is very similar. In this class is the start of other classes. So if I pull up this, here is a flyer. Woods 1 is where we're at now. There's also, if you have a good experience in Woods 1 and want to move on, in 10th, 11th, and 12th grade, you have the opportunity to take a precision wood manufacturing class where you're going to focus really in on that robot. You're going to do some design work on a computer and send it to machines to cut it out automatically. And there's also the advanced class. And in the advanced class, you're still going to get to use that CNC robot, but you're also going to go way deeper. We make a company called Wayzata Woodworking, and you guys all get jobs. We mass produce things, and then you're going to design and build a project of your choice. That's going to take up the vast majority of the second term of that. So there is something for everybody in Woods class. I love teaching it, love coming to work, and look forward to seeing you guys next year.